So welcome. If you're not joining me live, we just wait a moment just to make sure everything is working. So I'm not talking for no reason. Here we go. Good morning. Looks like we're working. So day 4 of the core awakening, bringing this heat in. Gonna come and take it on hands and knees. Good morning, Teresa. So one thing to remember, when we're on hands and knees, we can dump into our wrists quite a lot. So I want you to really spread your hands wide when we get there. Oh, I've just gone really bright on Facebook there. Really spread your hands nice and wide and push into your knuckles and into your fingertips. Morning, Maxine. Howdy, howdy. So we're going to come, we'll start in child pose. I like to just find that little connection. So just ease yourself back. If child pose doesn't work for you, it doesn't feel good, come onto your forearms and just kind of find a little ease. If you can come into full child pose, just have a bit of a wriggle. So we can create a little bit of space in your hips, in your ribs. A little shake of the head. Let's see if we can relax your shoulders. Just take a couple of breaths. And we'll start with a little stretch. So just look towards your hands. Take your hands out in front, even if your bum's up high. We're going to walk your hands over to the left. And try and pull back through your right hip as you reach your right fingers away. So just find that space to help us create a little bit more heat into the core. Try and relax the shoulder. And take a nice big breath. Where do you feel your breath here? And just take another breath there. And then look towards your hands. Come back through center. And we'll take it over to the other side. So reach through your left fingers and draw your left hip back. So notice where the tension starts to creep in and how can you soften into it. And then just take a couple of nice full breaths here. Where do you feel that breath? Okay. And then look back through center, come back, take the arms out nice and long. So spread the hands really wide here. And then it's like you're suctioning down through your fingertips, through your knuckles, and then gently lift yourself up to hands and knees. Okay, we want the knees are hip distance apart. And we're going to tuck our toes. So before we kind of start to properly move, I want you to find that connection with the core that we've been working on the past few days. So you know you can always revisit these videos. So a sense of pushing your back into the floor like we were doing. So you're drawing the belly up towards the spine. So if you can draw your ribs in, it doesn't look like anything on camera. And then soften and release. So you breathe out. So if you can draw the belly up, it's like kind of gathering it all up towards the belly button. And drawing the belly button towards the spine. So if you can draw your ribs in. Notice if you're kind of dumping into the arms, so push through the arms as well. It's going to help activate. And then release. We're going to, let's take that a little bit deeper. So with the toes tucked, draw the tummy up, draw it into the belly button, and then push through your finger knuckles. See if you can hover your knees off the ground. So this is going to wake you up pretty quick. We don't want to have bent arms here. We want to be strong in our arms, but the core is supporting us. We'll take another breath. I'm starting to shake. And then breathe out, take it down. Just come back, sit on your toes, just give the wrists a little circle. Okay. And then we're going to come back. Okay, so hands and knees. Just take a couple of regular rounds of cat-cow, just softening through. So again, but moving with that awareness of the core. So as you breathe out, forget about the shoulders, draw the belly in. And as you breathe in and look forwards, can you stretch the tummy? That feels quite nice. So breathing out, pushing it away, draw the belly button in, hollow out the tummy with control. So breathing in, stretch the tummy. Let's take one more. Okay, and then breathing in, so look forwards and come to a neutral spine. So try not to let the tummy hang there. So just a little engagement. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to lift the knees, hover the knees. We're going to take it into a bit of a flow. Find that core connection. And now we're going to push it up into a downward dog, but moving from the core. So let the belly lift up and push your legs back. So obviously we're using lots of muscles here, but I want you to have this core awareness. So really nice bent knees, tummy towards the thighs, just stretching out through the waist. Okay, and bring it forward a little bit towards plank. See if you can hover the knees again, and then lower the knees to the ground. Breathe in, drop the belly, and breathing out, round it through. We'll take it to a child pose. You can untuck the toes, just turn the wrists up towards the ceiling, just wriggle the fingers. Relax the tummy, just take a couple of nice breaths into the tummy. And then we'll plant the hands, we'll take it again. So coming up, hands and knees, nice wide fingers. Make sure you drop the belly, breathe in, look forwards. Breathing out, rounding through, draw the belly in. We'll come to a neutral spine with the inhale, tuck the toes, and then lift the knees, push away from the ground, draw that belly up, draw the ribs in, so you can find those muscles. And then keep that connection as you lift the hips up and send it back to a downward dog. Nice soft knees. The focus is not the legs today. So heels are lifted. And then bring it forwards with control. So lifting the hips, but coming from the belly. Bring your shoulders over the wrists. Lower the knees, but hover. And then drop the knees. Breathe in to look forwards. Breathing out to round the spine, untuck the toes, take it down to child pose. Turn the palms up, just give them fingers a little wriggle. And we take it one more time, breathing in to lift up, drop the belly, look forwards. Breathing out, scoop the tummy up, chin to the chest, tuck the toes. As you breathe in, come to a neutral spine and hover the knees off the ground. See if you can hold it for a breath. And then take it up into downward dog. The arms a little stretch while we're here. They're working hard as well. Bring it forwards, little mini plank. Hover the knees, lower them down. And then drop the knees nice and slow, breathing in to look forwards. Breathing out, rounding through. Untuck the toes, take it to child pose. Ooh, and then we're going to slide the hands underneath the shoulders. Keep the chin tucked into the chest and gently come up to kneeling. Got rosy cheeks now. Give the shoulders a little roll, give the wrists a little rotation. Bring the fingertips down to the floor behind you. And think of stretching the tummy. So roll the shoulders back, lift up the chest, and feel a nice stretch into the tummy. So we can hold it for a little bit. So just lengthening the waist, lengthening out the lower back, opening up the body. And then breathe out to bring it forwards. We're going to just take the feet to one side, come and sit on our bum. And have the knees kind of at this bent, nice long legs, feet on the floor. Now, you can either hold the backs of your thighs or hold an imaginary beach ball. Quite fond of imaginary beach balls. And what we want to do is not round. So we want this lift, this length through the spine. We're going to lean back a little bit. If you're slightly kind of curving in the spine, everything kind of sags. So we want that upward lift. So a nice, imagine there's a rod on your back really. So you can hold onto the backs of the thighs, you can hold an imaginary beach ball. But wherever you are, this gathering in of the tummy. So it's almost like the belly button is drawing in, but then scooping up. So I call this the ice cream scoop. It's a beach theme to my things, and the beach balls and ice cream scoop. So it's drawing in and then up towards your ribs. So finding that strength. And either stay here and smile, or you can come up onto the tiptoes of your feet. That takes it a little bit deeper. We won't go much deeper today. 10 minutes is not long. It goes so quick. Smile. Notice if you stop breathing and you've gone purple. Take a nice big breath in. And as you breathe out, bring your feet down to the ground. Take the feet a little bit wide. Bring your body forwards and have a good old slouch. You can bring chin to the chest, so the body and the arms come on the inside of the legs. Round the back, have a little sway. Relax those shoulders as well. It's hard, isn't it? Hard in the shoulders as well. And when you're ready, slowly roll it up. Find a comfortable seat. You can keep legs out in front if you want to. Take a nice big breath in, reach up to the sky. Just draw those ribs in, feel that connection. And as you breathe out, bring the hands down to your heart. Oh, it's a bit of heat first thing in the morning, isn't it? Maybe it's just me, I don't know. So we'll bow our head down to our hands, our mind to our body. A smile to your lips. Take something positive into the rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you very much. Have a lovely, lovely day. Morning, Laura. I hope everybody is well.